came together and endorsed the process. So the process has started. So part of it, we've also appointed financial advisor, one foreign, one local, to kickstart the process. We also have legal advisors. So it's a big team working on it. So we're looking at late this year or latest early next year before the process is completed. So Nigerian Stock Exchange will become Nigerian Stock Exchange PLC. And what we know now as council members will become a board of directors.
Okay, so I know that, of course, your company is a major player in the Nigerian stock market. And what are operators like you saying regarding this demutualization?
Yeah, we're very happy that it's taking place because it's a big game changer for the entire industry, capital market in Nigeria. It's a big game changer. When you demutualize, Nigerian Stock Exchange, for example, can also acquire. You understand? We can acquire other exchanges in other countries. We can do more because now, it's no more going to be, now it's a not-for-profit organization. But when you demutualize and are listed on your bourse, you become a profit-making organization. So that means that we have greater expectations from them, more ideas, more products, so they'll be more aggressive than they were before. Because one of the signs of an effective or an efficient market is the ability for investors to leave, enter and exit the market when they want to. So if you're an investor and you can't take out your dividends, you understand, it affects the integrity of that market, of that country.
I agree with you, but we've got a lot of domestic investors now surpassing the participation of the FPIs in the market.
Yeah, and the market is also down. You have to understand that. And the turnover of the market has been, in the past 3-4 years, has been inching downwards because of the slowdown in the influx of foreign portfolio investors into the Nigerian capital market. So it's a concern for us, even as a stockbroking community.
So what you're saying is, if we're able to create an exit route for the FPIs to move, we're likely to have the 25,000 psychological level that we are right now, dipping to like 24,000 or even 23,000?
No, it's a big. The issue is bigger than that. The issue is, first of all, foreign investors need to be sure that once they bring in money, they can also take the money out when they want to take the money out. So the issue is that we need to create an efficient FX market where demand and supply will have its way. You understand? So if, for example, you tell me that Dolapo, you can come to this studio anytime you want to, but you cannot get out when you want to, I don't want to come to this studio. So you have to ensure that foreign investors can come in with their money and go out when they want to go out on their own terms.
So, in essence, all of the interventions that the central bank has been carrying out lately has not had any impact on the markets.
Yeah, it has, but no major impact. So CBN has done well, but not well enough. They need to do more. For example, with all this, with all the circulars coming out and all the moderation in the prices, I mean the conversion between the FX price and the official and parallel market is good, but foreign investors, even local investors, want an efficient FX market.
Of course, the foreign investors want an efficient market. But let's talk energy now. The boom and bust cycle of the oil and gas market is an opportunity for investors to be more proactive on the nature of business of the energy industry. That's according to the chief executive of Sahara Energy, Tonye Cole, in an interview with Channels television business editor Bosun Omofai.
Energy is really central to a number of African countries' economic survival. But we've seen commodity busts. Then there were talks that we're likely going to see another round of commodity boom. Are you prepared for that?
Absolutely. So, first of all, the industry that we're in is this. It does this. Not only does it do this on a daily basis, it does this on a monthly basis, it does this on a biannual basis, it does it on an annual basis. So it's about up and down. Now, if you're in the energy business and you're not ready for the highs and the lows, then you should not be in that business at all. There would always be a bust, but there would always be a boom. Now, those who prepare for the boom, and when the boom is there, get ready to know that there will be another bust period and keep enough to get them through, are the ones that will survive. That is the nature of our business.
Were you prepared for this
bust? Absolutely. Because we know it will come. Just as we prepared for a boom, definitely, because we know it will come. It's a way of life in this business.
What's the strategy for that?
What's the strategy? So, very simple. In the boom period, don't spend everything that you earn in your boom as if the boom will last forever. In other words, keep enough for you to continue spending when there's a bust. So save. When the bust comes, don't spend everything that you have in your bust as if that's the end of life. But what you do is you ensure that you stay, you invest in those things that will get you ready for the boom. You take the opportunity at that time to streamline. You take the opportunity to become a lot more efficient. You take the opportunity to look at where there are excesses and you cut off the excesses. You just take the opportunity to be prepared. It makes you leaner. It makes you more focused. You look at your strategy and see whether your long-term strategy still works. So those are the kind of things you do. And then you're ready. And once the time starts changing, you're ahead of the curve.
For an oil and gas company, that's pretty straightforward. But from governmental point of view, a number of African countries look like sort of massively from this bust. South Africa, for example, largest, Nigeria, and a few others. What went wrong?
Again, it's the same thing. So let's take countries, first of all, African countries. One of the things that you see in African countries and the businesses that you do in those countries is that most countries form their businesses around election cycles. Okay, so you know that an election is going to come. When that election is about to happen, business is going to go down. People stop spending at that point just before the election because they don't know what's going to happen. Then the election finishes and then they wait to see what's about to happen again, and then they have another 2 years or 3 years, depending on the country, to really begin to spend, and then that cycle continues over and over again. So you already know that until that changes, this is what you're going to see. Now, you may end up in a period where a government then comes in, and instead of that 4-year cycle, instead of within that 4-year cycle where you would have a boom and then that's a high peak and then a low, you might just find out that what you have is a total low peak.
Well, Business Morning continues after now. Stay with us.